Greetings. Today I want to speak to you concerning how the system keeps you poor. And I'm going to speak about three systems, such as the educational system, the religious system, and the political system, because I will be taking it from the angle of a mystic. There are many who would have spoken on the same topic, and they would have taken it from the angle of a businessman, or from the angle of a scientist, and much more. Okay, but it's all about making you more aware of what is happening and to teach you why you need to educate yourself about money, educate yourself about the economy, educate yourself about asset and liabilities, and most of all, educate yourself of who you are and your power that you can use to achieve your every desire. And that is why, before I go any deeper, I'm going to share 4 books with you that you can read to help you and your journey. And the first one I will recommend would be this book written by Robert Kiyosaki. It's called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Okay, let me just hold it up a little bit better. Okay, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I'll definitely recommend that you get this book and read this book if you want to understand more about money, if you want to understand more about asset and liability, and if you want to understand how they are keeping you poor. Okay, also I will recommend this book by Napoleon Hill. It's called Think and Grow Rich. Okay, Think and Grow Rich. And that is why it's very important that you come to the understanding that poverty is mental, okay, and prosperity, it's mental also. And that is why you have to take control of your mind. And you will come to realize that these systems that I'm speaking about, these systems have been set up to control your mind instead of you control your mind. So they are for example, in school, they are teaching you what to think, but they're not teaching you how to think. And they're not teaching you anything about money. Okay? As a matter of fact, even the teachers, they're just doing their job for money. So they can't even teach you anything about money. Also, I would recommend that you read this book also by David Schultz. It's called The Magic of Thinking Big. Okay? The Magic of Thinking Big. And you need to realize that you are a magical being. And you must tap into your magical self to operate in your magical powers. And that is why, lastly, I will recommend my book. Okay, it's called Meditate to Eradicate Poverty. Okay, and I choose this name for this book because in my country we have been taught to educate, as in getting academic education, to eradicate poverty. And my grandmother, and I could go as far back, they all have been taught the same thing, yet nothing has changed. And still, the people still holding on to academic education mentality and believing that it's gonna set them free from poverty. But let us just dive a little bit more deeper into this subject of how the system is keeping you poor. Now, the very first thing you have to know is that when you've been expressing this world, you've been expressing this world not knowing anything at all. As a matter of fact, you came here in a state of amnesia, a state of forgetfulness. You came here being dumb, cannot speak, and being crippled, cannot walk. So everything that you would have learned would have been from your parents, okay, or your immediate surrounding. And so we have been copying others from the time of our birth. Yet, we were born with certain mental faculties, like our will, okay, our memory, our intuition, our imagination, and our perception, our reasoning. All these mental faculties is what we call common sense. And that is why I have a chapter in my book that is called Common Sense, which is actually your God sense. So from a very early age, they are deterring you from tapping into your God sense by giving academic education priority over your own imagination. Because the creative power in man is actually man's imagination. For everything in this world that has ever been innovated, been invented, it was first a thought, it was first an idea, it was first imagined. That's why I did a video called Ideas Rule the World. Okay? So they don't want you to rule your world, for you to be in control of your own life. And that is why they're not teaching you the power of ideas or the power of tapping into your higher self. Okay, so right there you can see the school system is not there to empower you. The school system is there to make you an employee instead of an employer. That is why there is such a thing as a career day, where the children dress up in different clothes that signify what job they would like to do when they leave school. And for example, you see a child with an outfit saying a pilot, and nothing wrong with being a pilot, but why not being the one who owns the airline? It is more rewarding for you to be the one who actually owns the whole airline. And so it's very important to teach your children how to tap into their potential, how to tap into their gifts. Because we all born here with a specific gift. And that is why each and every one of us have a different fingerprint. So, as I would have said before, they are robbing you from the power of your imagination by making you depend upon academic education, and they are doing it in a competitive way. And by doing so, they make some children feel deprived because they are slower than others. And the teachers will ridicule them and call them dunce head and use derogative words towards these children. Okay? And all of us would have had those kind of experiences going to school. So you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, they incorporate also, I'm just waiting for the wind to settle. Okay, and I'm going to continue. Actually, I wanted us to do this video indoor. Okay, but there's too much noise around because there's a lot of building that is going up around that area, and you know there's a lot of nailing and so on. You see, so workmen are always around that area. Okay, but whenever I have time and I can do indoor video, I'll definitely do it. Okay, so we gotta walk along with the wind. Okay, so as I was saying, they would have incorporated in the school system religion. For example, where I am from, in the morning, the children have to take part in religious program at school, and at lunchtime, they have to say praise also. And after they will have eaten their lunch and get back in class, they still have to say praise. And they're always doing it and saying it in the name of Jesus, okay? Jesus Christ. And then in the evening, before you leave to go home, you have to do the same thing again. And then, many of us, our parents, who are raised the same way, with the same brainwash, at night they will have you going on your knees and praying to a God outside of yourself also. So you see how it's been passed down. And if you understand epigenetics, you will see how there's so much things that people are suffering because it was passed down to them. Some people refer to them as generational curses, but it all have to do with our minds and how our subconscious minds were programmed from a very young age. Okay, now the next thing is the political system. So now the political system is what really governs the religious system and also governs the school system. And for there to be a a political system, the people have to give their power away, and they have to do so by marking an X. Okay, and it is because they have got them in the dog eat dog world mentality, in a mentality of competition, when we're supposed to be conscious creators. And that is why none of these systems is geared to teach us concerning money and how money, earning money, is an energy game. So I just want to say to you, earning money is an energy game, but you have to be in control of your energy, and you have to know that money is energy, and that you are a mass of energy, and everything is energy, vibration, and frequency. Therefore, when there is inflation in your outer economy, it is because you have to inflate your energy. You have to raise your vibration. You have to come to a higher level of awareness and consciousness to realize that the real value is you. You have to come to realize that money is actually paper, and you are adding value to the money. So you are the real fiat currency. Okay? Because money was first a thought, it was first an idea, it was first imagined. Therefore, you have to seek yourself deeply for more ideas to rise above inflation. Okay? To rise above what seems to people as a distorted economy. Now, many people in my country have been complaining about what is taking place right now with the rise of prices, gas prices especially, and that is affecting everything else, okay, even the food and the supermarket shelf and so on. And to be honest with you, the people who are complaining the most are actually people who are religious and superstitious. It is the people who is actually giving power to the system. They are the ones who are complaining the most because they are unaware. They are uneducated concerning money. They are uneducated concerning their true identity being their divinity. So in short, these are the people who have no concept of who they are. They have no concept of what is happening in the world. They are most likely the feeders on the planet. All they do, they eat, sleep, and shit, and repeat. And then they're very quick to judge and condemn and to bring shame and guilt on others. Yet they are failing to save themselves by knowing how to go in to that place of meditation and that place of visualization and quiet their mind and focus and concentrate on what they want in this world. And the reason why they're failing to do so, they have no understanding about alchemy. They have no understanding of energy transmutation. So they do not know how to transmute their energy into the equivalent of money. So my brother, my sisters, this is why these systems are set up to keep the people poor. But I'm saying to you that you're not poor. You're rich. And all you need to do is go before the mirror and affirm that you're rich. Affirm that you are abundant. And remember to take action. As I always say to you, remember the law of Goya. Get off your ass. Be more productive. Be more creative. Be more imaginative. And learn to trust your imagination. Be more mindful about your breathing. Be more mindful about your thinking. And on the subject of mindful breathing, you have to understand that The breath of life is in you. And inhaling and exhaling, it's like a business. Okay? It's giving and receiving. But most people, they are breathing unconsciously because they do not take time to isolate themselves and to communicate inwardly, knowing that they have the ability to create their life whichever way they want it to be. So, my brothers, my sisters, the whole reason why this system has been so successful in keeping people poor is because most people do not know who they are. So they are actually depending on the system instead of depending upon themselves. Many people believe in a Lord, a God, or Savior outside of themselves. But I'm saying to you, you're the Lord and Master of your destiny, because it is your own thoughts that is creating your reality and creating your personality. For as a man thinketh in his heart, or his subconscious mind, so is he. And remember, God is not mocked. The creative power that is in you cannot be mocked. Whatsoever you sow is that what you will reap. So impress upon your subconscious mind the feeling of wealth. I will have to come to a close here because the wind is very, very heavy. So I would like to say to you, if this is the very first time that you're listening to me and what I'm saying, if it makes sense to you, if it really resonates with you, and you haven't subscribed already, I'm definitely encouraging you to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. Also, if you like to follow me on Instagram or you like to follow me on TikTok, you can definitely follow me at BlackMadGuru. And if you feel strongly to support this work, I just want to encourage you and remind you that there is a PayPal and the link is always down below. Also, you can choose to be a part of my Patreon community and support this work continually as we work together for the advancement and the upliftment of all of humanity. Also, I have a $20 course. It's called The Inner Sun Science and Technology to Create Your Reality Consciously. And it's all about you looking within yourself to discover the power that is within you. And that power is the power of that light that is within you. And when you tap in to that light that is within you, you would operate in your light body. And your light body would help you to discover your ability, and you'd use your ability for the upliftment of all of humanity. And that is what it means when it says, let your light so shine that the world will see. So if you feel strongly to listen to those videos, I'll definitely encourage you to do so. At this time, I just want to say peace. Love you all. I'm out.